Greetings and salutations, fine people. I'm Patty Alvarez. Welcome to The Good Soul, a show where we'll have supercharged chats with everyday humans from all walks of life and unpack what in their story will inspire us all. We'll extract the untapped wisdom, distill it, and serve it up to you in all the right ways that will engage, enlighten, and most of all, inspire growth within your soul. I think people are awesome. So join me on this journey through the hearts and minds of ordinary people to uncover the good soul within you. This is The Good Soul. Welcome everybody to The Good Soul, a podcast that celebrates kindness, creativity, and community. One conversation at a time. I'm your host, Patty Alvarez, and today we're pouring something special for episode 65, Brewing Beer and Creating Community. We're sitting down with Sandy Plemons, co-owner of Hoptown Brewing Company in Mooresville, North Carolina, where, of course, home of our business, where every pint comes with a smile, a story, and a whole lot of heart. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's dive into the magic behind the beer and the people who brew it. Welcome, Sandy.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. We're doing show prep, and she's like, I'm not as much as a gabber as my husband. And I'm like, oh, but the whole thing is just normal conversation. So again, thank you for being here.
Thank you for asking me.
Oh, no problem. Well, we love to come to your business. We work so much, and Manny, of course, as I said to you earlier, is MS, so we don't get out as much as we'd like to. But when we do, your places is one of our first choices.
Right on.
Yeah, it's great.
Woo-hoo.
So let's just jump right into it. Let's
do
talk a little bit about where you grew up and what brought you to Mooresville, and we'll get to the whole home brewing kit.
Okay. Gosh, that's a real quick one. I'm an Army brat. So I spent literally my whole life traveling around this country. I was born overseas, and yeah, I landed in Mooresville by marriage.
Oh,
you know?
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What overseas country were you born in?
I was born in Germany.
Wow. What part of Germany?
Frankfurt.
Wow.
Yeah. Military base there. So
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really, really interesting. So my niece's boyfriend, she went to college in London and they met there, and he's from Berlin, and now he works for the EU in Brussels, but she's always back and forth to Europe. And we're scared we're going to have to get on a plane to see my sister's grandbabies, but it seems to be a really great place over there.
It's a beautiful country, and we own a brewery, and we have yet to go to the official Oktoberfest.
Oh, you got to go.
I know. So that's on our bucket list for maybe next year. Yeah.
I just read about a town in Georgia.
Yes.
Have you heard of it? What's it called?
I don't know, but it is a full-on Bavarian Oktoberfest, 9 yards.
Yeah. Did I show you the video on TikTok last week? I said we have to go to this town. It's like, I did show it to you, and it's like a full-on Oktoberfest.
There's also, I think, one in North Carolina too.
A little town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have them this year. Big 1 liter ones.
Steins.
Yeah.
Steins. Good. That's awesome. Okay, so let me quickly ask you how you and your husband met, and let's again lead to that home brewing kit, that fateful gift.
That fateful gift. We met at work. We both had corporate jobs here at Lowe's Corporate, and he'll tell you I hit on him, which is a big fat lie.
Good for you. If you did, so what? I love it.
We were both second marriages, and I was trying to be the really cool girlfriend. We started dating in the summer, and Christmas was coming. And, you're only 6 months into a relationship. So what do you get? And I was trying to be really cool. And I had a part-time job after hours at Williams-Sonoma. And this nice guy came in, and I helped him get a gift for his daughter. And I was like, well, I'm stumped what to get my boyfriend. And, we're older. So that kind of sounded weird in the first place. And he's like, what does he like? I said, beer. He's like, you should get him a home brew kit.
Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant.
If you'd have told me that 16 years later, I would be sitting here talking to you about a brewery we own.
16 years.
I would warn you, don't buy the home brew kit. No.
Yeah, right? You never know where life is going to take you. I think that's the beauty of life. Like one simple move can
take serendipity.
Yeah.
Absolute serendipity.
Yeah, like cascades.
Mm-hmm.
So 16 years. That was going to be my next question.
Well, we've been married 16 years. So this was 18 years ago that we got the brew kit. Yeah.
Okay, you have a few years on Manny and I, but we also are a second marriage. Where did you get, I know this is a silly question because it's 16 years ago it was going to be, big difference, or 18 years ago. But where do you get a homebrew kit at that time?
At the time, I don't even know if it's still in business. I have no idea because we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But there was a place in Gastonia where you would go in and they would have pre-made kits that you can boil on your stove and start, which is where he started with.
Okay.
And I might say that our first batch was an abysmal failure and we put everything away, and that's a whole other story. But and then you go from these pre-made kits to what you call all grain, whole, where you actually crack the grain and you do everything a little bit more advanced. So there are different progressive levels, and he quickly started, after he kept doing boilovers in my kitchen, I was getting really angry. I'm like, you've got
to the garage.
Yeah, and that's, that's how that started.
Mm-hmm. That's adorable. And so Hoptown, 6 years in business?
Oh gosh, no, we just celebrated 4 years.
4 years,
yeah,
okay.
We're just babies.
Wow, yeah, it seems like it's been there forever. It's such a great building. It's a great spot in town. You really scored with that. Do you drive by and go, I'm so glad we found that building? Well,
that was the building, because not to get into a real boring discussion, but Scott started the company. He got his ABC permit and brewer's license and stuff because our property at our home is very unique. And because of the way we have 13 acres around us and the way our pool house was situated, he was able to create a commercial kitchen there. We started with Hootenanny Brewing Company, and it was just a cute name that we liked because of our history with Lowe's Corporate. They used to have hootenannies for their national sales meetings.
It's
a party.
Word. Yeah,
it's a hootenanny. Word. But because of that, he was just supplying to my yoga studio and to a couple little tap shops around town, and bottle shops, things like that. It's when he always had his eye on this building, and when he saw the company that was in there starting to pare down on some of their merchandise, he just went in and started asking questions and found out that they were going to vacate the building. Yeah. So he attacked it and came home and he's
it's funny. I have a building in town, exact same thing. I don't want to say it on camera.
But you're keeping your eye on it.
Oh, I know that I'm going to buy that building someday and
manifest it.
Yeah. I know it in my mind. And I'm going to put the business there. And my daughter is studying to be a naturopathic doctor. And I'm going to put her office in that building.
I love it.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So that's really good. I'd love to see the Hootenanny logo and label. You should do like an homage to it. Like make a poster out of it or something. Put it up in Hoptown.
You are speaking my husband's language. He wants to have a Hootenanny at Hoptown.
You should.
And everyone can wear their throwback T-shirts and throwback hats. Yeah. And we get, oh my gosh. He'd be thrilled to hear this.
Sign us up. Another thing I think would be really cool, and we could talk about this when we get more into it, but another thing would be fun would be to have, and you probably have already if you haven't, is like teaching people how to brew beer. Like they could come in and go through like a tour.
Don't tell them the secret.
Well, the problem is a
liability.
The general person who wants to brew beer, they're going to want to start with kits. They're going to want to do it on their stovetop in a big pot. What we have is a 7-barrel brew house. It's very technical. There's what I call the kitchen. Yeah. Our head brewer, our award-winning head brewer, he's so good. He's so good. But it's very technical. And people have toured it and they find it interesting, but there's no way to translate that to a home.
When I was doing my show notes and my research, I was like, God, I wish I went over there first to like have you take me.
I'd be happy to take you.
But we'll do it after. Yep. Yeah, we'll definitely do it. So this is a great time for us to hit pause. And when we come back for the second segment, I want to go over kind of your mission statement, what you have on your homepage. And we're going to talk about from grain to glass, and we'll go through the brewing process. So guys, thank you for being here. Don't go away. We'll be back and we're going to learn how to brew beer here on The Good Soul. This segment of The Good Soul is brought to you by Aaron Fisnick, certified luxury home specialist with Ivester Jackson Christie's International Real Estate. Aaron serves all levels of the greater Lake Norman region real estate market, and whether buying or selling, she is very much the lady who will deliver like no other. Many of us at Good Soul are also really happy clients. Aaron can be reached at 704-728-5657 or reach out to me and I'll get you guys connected. Thank you, Aaron Fisnick, and thank you guys for tuning in and supporting The Good Soul. Welcome back to The Good Soul, everybody. We are on episode 65. I can't believe we're on episode 65, brewing beer and creating community. And I'm here with a lovely and amazing, and I feel like you're like an instant buddy to me. You're super cool. Sandy Plemons.
Clemens,
yes, I'm getting that right. Good. And so we talked a little bit about her history and her husband's history in brewing beer in segment 1. And will you rehash that story real quick about go to your friend's house? Because I thought that was really funny.
So I mentioned that our first batch was an abysmal failure by our mistakes. And we stuck the bottles under the stairwell and didn't think about them for a couple of years until we got ready to move. And then we threw them away. Fast forward, we went to some friend's house in the mountains, and Jack said, "Come downstairs, Scott. I want you to try the beer I just brewed." Yeah. So Scott goes down there, and we get in the car, and we're driving home. He's like, "Son of a gun!" He's like, "If Jack can make good beer, I can make good beer."
It was good beer.
Yeah. And so we went home. He drug out all his stuff and patched together his kit, and that was it. He was on his way sailing.
Yeah, you were like, "This is delicious." Yeah. Okay, so on their homepage, it says B and then ER, beer, a good neighbor. So B, beer, a good neighbor. Whether you're coming from across town or from the other side of the world, or the globe, the world, we hope to make you feel like an old friend. We promise to greet you with a smile, a friendly hello, and pour you an exceptional beer. We are glad you're here. Cheers.
Very good.
I mean, to me, that is what, to me, business is all about. The money, the prosperity, all that will come if you're operating from a platform such as this.
And I truly believe in my heart of hearts that we are living that every single day. I mean, people come in and they tell us all the time, "We are so glad you opened. This feels like home to us. Your vibe here is so great." Our staff is so incredible. I mean, somebody will walk in that's a regular, and they give them that look, they give them a shake, and their beer is waiting there for them because they know exactly what they drink. They know,
they don't even have to order.
No, they don't. And we have so many wonderful regulars. We've met so many wonderful people because seriously, exactly. They just, people feel welcome, and our staff makes them feel welcome.
Yeah. My focus for my business has always been that for people to leave here better versions of themselves than when they got here. And I think one of the biggest parts of that, and you really get to implement this in your business, is the sense of community. Like a yoga class can help you see rainbows and, find yourself and you see God. But I always say that's half of it. The other half of it is the connections that we make.
Finding your people.
And in a world where we are we're being divided, through the news media and through politics, that they go to places like Hoptown and they realize that people are so not bad. And quite the contrary, they're so flippin' awesome is what I always say.
We open arm welcome everyone. Yeah. And I've seen some amazing friendships developed there. Yeah. We've had couples meet there. We've had one wedding there. Aww. We've had, it's a place where people feel safe and they have a good time. How can you not when you're drinking a beer?
Yeah. Okay, so take us through the process of how do we make beer?
Well, I'm the wrong person for that one.
That's good though, because you'll keep it simple.
I'm front of the house, tap room. My title is Director of Customer Experience, BEER.
I love it. Adorable.
The brewing process is, we have what's called a 7-barrel brew house. We have an award-winning master brewer. He's incredible, and an incredible cellarman right behind him. And it's mash and beer and water. Hops and water and grain. And it's cooked like you cook it in a kitchen, and then it gets fermented and it goes in these big tanks, and the bright tanks age it. Sometimes he adds things to it, flavorings, things like that. Then it gets kegged or bottled.
So let me ask you to hit pause. So the master brewer, what is his name?
His name is Kyle McLaughlin.
Mm-hmm. I saw that online. Mm-hmm. The hops comes in bags?
Big, huge bags, yeah.
And how do you decide where you're going to source the hops from? Is it locally sourced?
Everything is locally sourced. No, all of our hops and
all
grain
locally
stuff, all
sourced.
Local. Yeah.
So there are farmers who...
There are people that produce. That's what they do. They produce hops, yeah. You know,
Okay.
and I take that back. Some hops, because of what the profile of the beer needs, they might have to get it.
You might have to outsource
Yeah,
it. Okay.
it might be a specific German style beer where he needs something specific, you know. But
Sure.
we source as many things locally as we can,
That's
and
good.
then our spent grain goes. We give those to farmers. We have farmers that are feeding cows and pigs. And
What does that mean? The spent grain.
spent grain is once it's been used.
Okay.
You've got these big, huge, gunky barrels of grain, and
Are they like still wet?
it's wet, damp,
Like
yeah,
mealy
Yeah,
almost?
you could actually. People make dog biscuits out of the grain.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah, it's
good
for the animals.
Is there alcohol content in that? No.
No.
So like the animal.
That happens during the fermentation process. You know.
Okay.
Is that tank pressurized? The big ones?
No, the pressure comes when you add the CO2 when you're kegging
When you're
it.
canning it.
Yeah,
Okay.
or canning it. Yeah.
Okay. So hops comes in.
Mhm.
Where does that go from?
It all in the kitchen. He cooks it.
He
You know,
cooks it,
hops and
okay.
grain. It all gets. Sometimes it's dry hopped. It's added at the end. You
Okay.
know.
And when you say he cooks it, is it
It's
being cooked in those big silver barrels?
It's when you come over, I'll show you. No, the big silver barrels that you see when you drive by any brewery, those are bright tanks or fermentation tanks. They're big, from 7 barrels, 20 barrels, 30 barrels. They can vary in size. The quote kitchen that he uses, it's up on a platform, and
Okay.
everything goes in it, and he's watching it, and you see it kind of boil and do its thing.
It expands almost like rice.
Yeah, you do a mash paddle. Yeah, absolutely. That's part of our logo too. The T is the hop on the bottom of the T is for
Okay.
Hoptown is kind of reminiscent of a mash paddle, and it's a big paddle that they stir. Yeah, oh yeah. There's all kinds of.
Oh, that's
looks
so
like
cool.
witchery
Okay. So it goes from the kitchen
into the
goes
bright
to cooks
tanks,
into the tank.
and then it has to either a lager has to lager
Ferment.
for a period of time, or ferment if it's. We do pilsners and lagers, you know.
And what's the difference
sours.
between? Can you explain the few classifications?
You are getting so far over my head.
Well, that's good because it's over our head too.
Yeah.
So you're speaking to like the layperson.
Yeah, it's
Pilsner.
There's pilsners and lagers, yeah, and we have sours. We do sours.
IPA?
An IPA would be a pilsner.
A pilsner.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
You can I guess you can lager an IPA. I don't know. You're asking the wrong
And
person.
you don't-
My husband right now is dying. So is Kyle. If they're listening to this, they're
So
like,
we're
"Oh
gonna-
my gosh,
We're
how
gonna
could you not know
Google
this?"
We're going to Google this, Kyle and Scott, your husband.
Scott.
We're going to Google this, Kyle and Scott. So you can't explain to me the
No,
difference
it's
between a
so- it's-
lager or a pilsner.
No.
All right, so everybody Google that. I'm going to Google that after
Okay,
you leave
yeah.
because I'm inquiring minds.
All I know is it boils, and it boiled over in my stove, and he went out and got a 1-barrel system and started doing the magic outside.
Do it outside of my
I've
kitchen.
never one time in my life have I joined him in there doing it.
Uh-huh.
And when Kyle's doing his magic, I just stay out of their way because I would be absolutely in the way.
And you got your
Yeah.
own magic performed.
How did you find Kyle? That must have been such a blessing for you guys.
It was when our original brewer was leaving. One of our investors said, "Hey, there's this guy," and he has a nice pedigree from some other breweries in the greater Charlotte area.
What a beautiful story.
He is amazing. His family is amazing. His mom and dad have moved here now. I mean, they're just the whole family.
I could feel the love, like even on the website, just seeing.
He's like my
pictures.
son.
He was on the platform, and then on the
Yeah,
website, I'm
yeah.
like, oh, and there's a little video of him too. Okay, so does cider count in your? Is that in your wheelhouse?
We do not make it, but we bring cider in from it's Bulls. They're Bull City ciders, and I think out of Raleigh. We bring that in. We bring prosecco in, wine.
Okay, so cider, prosecco, and wine. Is there any other?
We have cocktails, craft cocktails too. We don't we don't have a full well, but we do craft cocktails, some really nice ones. You know,
That's good to know.
we do
You
could get a version of Jack and
margarita,
Coke
a
while you're there.
margarita.
Coke, that's it. No, simple.
We have an old fashioned. We don't have a Jack and Coke.
There you
Okay.
Mark, Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark.
It is. Yes, it's yeah.
It'd be Maker's and Coke.
Right,
That's how I would
but
think.
they're called On the Rocks, so you can buy them at the ABC store. So they're pre-mixed, but we do fancy things to them, and we rim your glasses, and we give you a nice big ice cube in there, and
I love it.
Yeah.
You know I love that.
Okay. Flavoring the beer. So when I go
Mm-hmm.
and I see, you can get like a berry beer or this
like
beer.
we had a blueberry festival, strawberry festival, things like that.
Yeah,
He's
does
adding hundreds of pounds of puree.
Is that what
I mean,
it
it's
is?
real fruit.
And is
goes in
that
it.
done in the kitchen or in the vat?
That's done
When he cooks
in
it.
in the vat.
When he
I
cooks
think
it.
it's done in the fermentation tank.
Okay.
Maybe he adds it in. I don't know. Kyle, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. This is good. This is real conversation, and that's what we're looking for. So I don't feel bad. I don't want you to feel like you need to be an expert in this. And who helps to decide the flavors? Like, do you say
Scott and Kyle?
Scott, Kyle.
And we have an outside salesperson, Chase, who's amazing. And he's out in the marketplace all the time. And he's hearing, hey, we really need to be brewing a this or that.
This is up and coming.
Yeah.
Lingonberry. I know that I'm not saying that, but like these trendy flavors.
Yeah, exactly. And there's
there's
seasonal
Dubai
things.
chocolate beer. I feel like everywhere I look, there's Dubai chocolate this and Dubai chocolate that.
No, we have not. But we are getting ready to hit hard on the season of Oktoberfest beers, Marzen, things like that. And then, of course, we have an amazing pumpkin spice of life beer, and we keep brewing it earlier and earlier and earlier. I think it got brewed last week. Oh my gosh, people literally, their mouths start to water thinking, oh my God, the pumpkin beer is going to come out. Oh.
Well, it's like Starbucks with the pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like sometime in August, I'll have my random friends who are like, I don't care what you say. I'm having my pumpkin spice anyway.
And that's how it is with beer. People,
Yeah.
I mean, the faster you can get it out. So I think it'll probably be out by August, September at the latest.
We go through every year with this flipping coffee creamer. Is pumpkin spice out yet? I'm like, leave me alone. All right, guys, listen, we got to wrap up segment 2. We'll come back segment 3 and just talk a lot about all the philanthropic work that you guys do.
Thank you. That's the stuff I know about.
Passion project, guys. Don't go away. We will be back on The Good Soul. Want a little bit more rainbows and unicorns in your life? Start your day with Good Soul Daily. Every morning, you'll find me in your inbox where I share a quick story, lesson, or quote to spark joy and inspiration. Come join our hundreds of daily readers and let's step into our new day together with my lighthearted, Pollyannic approach. I would be honored if you'd allow me into your heart and head where you are sure to be delighted and inspired. Text me over your email address to 704-618-7993 for your daily dose of happiness and reassurance that life is pretty darn awesome. Welcome back, everybody, to The Good Soul. We are with Sandy Plemons. She's amazing, and she owns Hoptown Brewing in Mooresville, North Carolina. If you haven't been here, you must make way to Hoptown. It is such a happy, cozy, the decor I love, and actually there's light fixtures in there that I want to. I remember when we were building our house, and I'm like, "You like that light?" And he actually liked it. So,
nice.
Yeah, to be continued on that. It's just a wonderful place, and it's right in the center of town.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a great location, and I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
Just knowing you this short time, it's like you really deserve every good thing that comes to you.
You're so sweet.
No, it's true. It's true. You operate from the heart, and that's really awesome. Okay, so let's talk about what your kind of, I guess, requirement of your husband was when you decided to open Hoptown.
So I had come from a nonprofit background where I was a director, and I have been a serial volunteer my whole life. I think in my soul that everyone should volunteer to do something somewhere, whether it's a soup kitchen or a preschool or your neighborhood board.
Yeah,
I mean, volunteering is the core of what gives us our humanity, I think. And so when Scott said, "Hey, I want to buy this building. I want to take this to the next level," I was like, "What?" And then I was, after several conversations, I'm like, we absolutely have to have a philanthropic nonprofit portion to this business. And I don't know what that looks like, but we have to give back to the community and be a good neighbor because we're in a neighborhood, because we wanted to create that connectivity. We wanted people to feel like they were loved, but we wanted to also give back and love outside of the building. Yeah. So we kept racking our brains, and we'd go to these different breweries and try to figure out, well, okay, they've got this really weird, blackberry pumpkin sour, and they're giving money from that one. Well, I don't want to drink that, so what am I going to do with that? Or for one day, they would have a nonprofit strategy or a program, or 1 week or 1 month, and I wanted it to be ingrained as part of our DNA.
Sure, of course.
So we talked several times. We were starting to narrow down, but we didn't know how to execute it. And I have 2 grandchildren that live in Colorado, and I took them to the Colorado Springs has a zoo, fantastic zoo.
How old are your grandchildren?
The ones in Colorado are now 9 and 4.
9 and 4.
At the time, they were little itty bitties.
Hi, guys. Hopefully they're watching this.
And by chance, the day I took them, they said, hey, we're giving you this token when you go in, each one of you. And they have like what is that game? Planko?
Okay.
And they said, you get to pick an animal you want to have the donation go to. I'm like, okay. I wasn't thinking anything of it. We walk in and they had these big things with monkeys here and elephants here and giraffes here. And so each of us got to pick which animal we wanted to drop our chip in. And when the minute Joey dropped his chip in, it was like,
yeah.
And I was so excited. I could hardly stand it. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Right.
I was so excited. I could not even I couldn't pull my phone out fast enough. I go, I know what we're going to do. I know how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to pick 4 charities a year and we're going to have like a shoot. And for every beer that we pick that they're going to get the token for, and they're going to put, and he's like, slow down.
Yeah.
And so then we fine-tuned it and we decided to make our lightest, easiest drinking, most approachable beer. Mm-hmm. It's a blonde ale. Even if you don't like beer, you could drink this beer because it's so easy to drink. Yeah. And we did that on purpose because it is the easiest to drink. It's not crazy. It's not weird. And so people would choose it on its own, or they could drink it if they were coming to support a charity and still enjoy it. And with that pint, they get a token, and then they go over to our Sip It Forward wall, and they pick one of the 4 charities that they feel passionate about, and they drop their token in. So now they have a tangible dollar that they're choosing, and now they're invested. Yeah. So I think for our part anyways, it has created not just saying there's a dollar from every one of these beers, but we've created the ability for the consumer, the visitor, the neighbor to take ownership of that dollar and make a choice. Mm-hmm. We get 4 a year, and it's so hard to pick the 4 because we get about 20 that apply every year, and we have to pick 4, and it's so hard. But we've cycled through. This will be we have the 4 on the wall now will be 12 that we've cycled through. Is that right? 4, 8, 12? No, this will be 16. Yeah. And that plus, unfortunately, we had that Hurricane Helene that hit us in North Carolina so hard. Mm-hmm. We did a special fundraiser just for that as well, where we did all of our beers that we did a $1 donation. So in the end, as of this March, we've donated over $85,000 to local nonprofits.
Amazing.
And it's all $1 at a time.
Yeah.
It's so impactful. And if somebody really they have a gluten allergy and they can't drink beer, we tell them all the time, and there's a little sign. Tell your bartenders you'd like to add a token to your tab, and they'll add $1 to the tab and give them a token.
Brilliant.
$5, they'll give them a token. We've had somebody do $100.
It's brilliant. It's entertaining a little bit,
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's meaningful.
So can you give us an idea of what some of the nonprofits that you've
probably if you can name them, the big ones we've done them. We've done the Dove House. We've done Lake Norman Humane. We've done Mooresville Christian Mission. We've done we try to keep it local. So we do try to keep it local. Last year we had the Charlotte. I'm losing my train of thought. The Down Syndrome Association of Greater Charlotte. Mm-hmm. That they applied and they got selected by. We have a large panel of people that all vote. They got selected because we have a large group of families with children with Down syndrome that come to the brewery, and so that was kind of near and dear to our hearts.
Oh, definitely.
But that's as far as we've gone. Most of them are in Iredell County. Have always been in Iredell County.
Okay.
So we try to do that.
That's really, really, really
because
cool.
there's some really powerful small nonprofits out there that need attention. So in addition to the money, which is great, but they don't see that for a year. What it's doing is it's building awareness, and people are seeing the logo. They're reading about it. If they come in every week or a couple times a month, it's sticking with them. And then a year or two down the road, if there's an interesting fundraiser for one of the Sip It Forward nonprofits out in the marketplace, people will be like, oh, you used to be on the Hoptown wall. And maybe they'd be more apt to give them money. So it's really about driving awareness and, to your point, familiarity.
Yeah. Do you ever have events at the brewery, like any type of fundraisers at the events, or do you just stick to the wall for now, which is great enough?
We want them to come in and do things with us. We give them kind of carte blanche and say, if you come up with an idea, let's do it. Some have taken us up on that. Some do passive fundraising and just let the wall do it. Some come on, we have First Friday every month where some of the nonprofits come in and we brainstorm about things that they need.
Okay.
They might bring some of their staff in and stick around. And then as people are coming to the wall, they start shouting at them, no, pick us. And it comes kind of a little contest rivalry thing, but it's pretty funny.
That's
it's
really
great.
Cute though.
It's fun.
Hey, listen, everybody's got to, I guess, fight for what they're fighting for, right? Okay, what about some of your awards? I mean, it seems like you guys have won a lot of awards on your website.
We have, and all of the awards are on our website. You know, we've won both local, regional, state, national, and world.
Unbelievable.
So we have won a world medal. Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
we have.
What was the world medal for? What goes into that?
Our brewer, it takes really good brewing for sure.
Yeah.
And Kyle will submit. He'll send cans of our beer, and then there are literally hundreds upon thousands of entrants for an entire event, and then each category might have anywhere from 60 to 200 entries. Like if it's a real common, like an IPA, like a West Coast IPA, there might be 200 people that have sent samples. Something a little more obscure might only have maybe 60 people up. It just, or 60 brewers. It just depends.
Right.
But
it's still competition.
Yeah, it's competition.
Still flavor.
Yep.
Well, and it's great to, and I would like to, in the next segment, get a little bit into distribution. So I'm not going to ask any teaser questions now. But it's good that he has kind of the wherewithal to do that, because, I mean, in any business, I always say, the creative person is usually not the business person. And the fact that he has, the inspiration and the motivation to be sending his samples
He's
out.
very motivated to win medals.
That's really great.
And we just won again this year. Our social media manager has won twice now for best social media in our category.
Wow.
So if you come in the brewery, there's like a fist up on the wall, and so she's won too. So she's so good. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check out your socials. I'm so knee deep in mine. All right. So we're going to wrap up this third segment. And next up, I want to talk about your distribution, because we kind of left off with kegs versus bottles versus this versus that. And then we'll talk a little bit about your special events that you have at the brewery. So guys, don't go away. We will see you in just a few here on The Good Soul for the last segment. Who isn't looking to get happy and healthy and empower themselves in an extraordinary fitness community? At Good Soul Hot Yoga, we offer life-changing yoga, strength training, cycling, and relaxing therapeutic classes that will make everything in your life feel better. For some power, balance, and peace of mind, we will deliver. Come experience our spa-like wonderland in the center of Mooresville. We will become your happy place. Hey guys, welcome back to the fourth segment, episode 65, Brewing Beer and Creating Community. And what better person could I have sitting next to me than YOU, Miss Sandy Plemons. So Sandy owns Hoptown Brewing in Mooresville, North Carolina, along with her husband, Scott. What's Scott's last name?
Plemons.
Oh, Plemons. Oh, okay, cool.
It took me a few years to take Plemons.
Me too. Yeah, we finally were going to Disney World. I always make a joke. I'm like, we went to a restaurant once, and my ex-husband, who I get along with him great, so it's nothing against him, but we walked into a restaurant and somebody called him Mr. Siciliano. And I was like, oh, time to change my name. No, of course not.
Well, I had gone back to my maiden name and I told him, I can't change my name. I'm a brand. And he's like,
I'm a brand.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You're like a Kardashian. All right, so real quick, everybody. This is going to make Scott and Kyle very happy. A Pilsner is a specific type of lager, meaning all Pilsners are lagers.
Okay.
But not all lagers are Pilsners.
That's right.
Pilsners are known for their crisp, hoppy, and often spicy flavor, while lagers can encompass a wider range of styles and flavors.
That sounds absolutely correct. Kyle and Scott are very happy. That is now clear.
You guys are happy now.
Did that straight. He's like, yes.
So let's talk about distribution. So we left off in the vat. We'll call it the vat.
Sure.
Brew barrels. Yeah. Kegs, bottles, or cans.
Kegs and cans. We do kegs and cans. And
no bottles.
No bottles. No.
Why is that?
Good question. Cans they're less breakage, probably easier. More people buy cans, you know, it's easier to package. Yeah. And, you know, we have our own canning line, so we do it in-house.
I see, like on your website, there was a point where it almost looks like it pops on the top. Do you have to use a tool to get it to
It's a canning machine, and the can gets fed in, and it goes through, and then the beer pours into it, and then it goes down, and then the lid goes on it, and then it...
Oh, I want to come over and see all this. It's so cool.
You can come help on canning day.
I would love to help. I would definitely love to help on canning day.
Consider yourself booked.
Good. All right, cool. And all the graphics. That's one of my favorite parts.
I love our can graphics. I've known our designer for a couple of decades. I worked with him at Lowe's Corporate, and he does all of our can designs for us, and he's spectacular.
He is.
He's really good.
I bought Manny a t-shirt because I'm like, I just love the branding. I love the personality of the brand. Real quick, what did you guys both do for Lowe's Corporate?
My husband was store ops and operations. He was ahead of a bunch of stuff. And I was in the marketing department.
Marketing. What part of marketing was it?
So Lowe's used to have 3 custom publications, creative ideas for gardening and creative ideas for woodworkers. And so I ran the publications, and it's funny, one of my group and I and the team that we were on created the first videos that actually went on YouTube, and we had an app for our we were doing all kinds of crazy stuff. That's wild. You know, it was years and years ago.
Consumer or to employees?
To consumers.
To consumers.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. So it all adds up. And to any young people who are watching, I always say that nothing is for naught. There's no mistakes. I always think of my first job working at Hannah's Restaurant in Eatontown, New Jersey. I still think of the things I learned then.
Oh, absolutely. And mistakes are just learning blocks. You have to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect.
Oh God, you wouldn't be human. You wouldn't be living life.
No, I don't mind mistakes at all.
Yeah. Man, do you have your water with you by any chance? You do. Can I have that, please? I don't want to.
Hey, now, excuse me, I'm lying.
Oh my God. This is water in here?
Yes.
Why did you put it in this?
Because I don't want to sit
coffee.
in the straw no more.
It's a Bucky's coffee thing.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get all that air no more. I've been drinking out of that.
All right, well, thank you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we go to do you sell to any other restaurants or anything?
We are quickly approaching 100, I think, distribution locations.
What?
So we're in we have taps in restaurants. We have cans going into tap and bottle shops, and Lowe's Foods and Total Wine, and we're all over the place.
Lowe's Foods. Thursday nights.
Yes.
That is so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have to use a distributor?
We are self-distributed, and we have a really great guy, and he's all over the place.
He handles all the
selling. Yep, he does all the orders and the fulfillment. Yep, and then we have a guy who's our cellarman who also does the distribution in the van. So when you see our big green van driving around, there's probably beer in there going somewhere.
Yeah. Now, do people like Lowe's Foods, or do they ever ask for certain flavors or anything like that?
Oh, sure. Especially certain times of year, like Oktoberfest. They're like, when's your October beers coming out? Do you have a holiday beer? Very seasonal for sure.
Who deals with who's doing all the sales? Because that's a big job.
His name is Chase. He's fantastic.
Oh, Chase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He came to us from another local brewery, so we're really, really blessed to have him.
So cool. I didn't realize how big your distribution was. That's really impressive.
He's killing it.
All right, so we're going to talk about charcuterie boards and food trucks next. So if you want to go to, and this is a lot of breweries, like a lot of people want to
We don't have a kitchen.
Yeah.
Yep. We have a really great food program. So we always try to rotate food trucks, most of the days of the week. If they break down or if it's pouring down rain and they can't get to us, we still have another program in place. So so they can always check the website to see every week what food truck is coming. If you're there when we don't have a food truck, we have QR codes on the tables and you scan that and that connects you to 2 restaurants that are right next to us. One's Brooklyn Boys Pizza and the other is Tacos for Life. And it's closed loop. So you order and then within 20 minutes, they bring the food and deliver it right to Hoptown. So
we love Tacos for Life.
Oh, they're so good. So good.
I've been dying. Well, of course we live. I've been dying to get him on because I want to talk about that whole business.
Oh yeah, it's a great business model.
I know. So you're friends with them.
Back. Mm-hmm,
I'm going to text her.
I will connect
Yeah, and you have to say to her. You have to say, "Go on Patty's show," because I really
definitely.
do. I really want to talk to them about what they do.
Yeah.
Okay, and then but you do have charcuterie boards.
We have charcuterie boar's head charcuterie boards. We have salty snacks. Things that'll keep you drinking.
Of course.
We have Dave's popcorn. We brought in Von Hansen's pretzels. So we have all kinds of things for you to munch on if you're just trying to curb an appetite before dinner or if you just need a snack on a Saturday or whatever. Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. And then let's talk about all your special events because that's what really gets us.
Yeah.
That's what gets us there.
Yeah, that is, again, you're building community. You want to be able to create things that people can come and play. So Monday night we have trivia with Joe Larson, and that went from, I swear, 10 people to like 50 people. It's crazy. People love Monday night trivia.
We haven't done trivia.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Music bingo.
Oh, that's right.
That's on Thursday night with Ralphie, and he's a little cray fun.
I love that.
Well, and a lot of cray fun people go to that.
Yep.
I mean, but can we go back to trivia? I've never done like a trivia. What is that like?
Well, we have 2 different ones. So Joe does Monday night and Kelly does Wednesday night, 2 different companies, 2 different styles. So I say try both. You'll either love both or you'll like one or the other. I see the teams that do the best are groups of people that come together that have specialties, like somebody's really good in sports and somebody's really good in pop culture and somebody's really good in music. Yeah. When I go and I play, well, first of all, I'm terrible in trivia. I've been with my sister and my husband and we tried to play and none of us knew half we were idiots, but that's okay. There are really smart people out there.
My sister knows every Jeopardy answer.
Yeah. Oh, then she would do great in trivia.
Yeah. I'm like, how do you know all this stuff?
But it's just fun, and they come together and they name their teams, and it's a lot of fun.
That's cute.
And then Tuesday nights we call it Social Tuesdays because we have a run club that's really runners, walkers, dog walkers, stroller pushers. We have about 80 people in the summer that come together and they go and they either do, as long as they do a minimum of 1 mile. They get a punch card, but we have a full route. They can do a 5K if they want to. And
so what's the route generally?
It kind of runs down by the Lowe's YMCA and up Morrison Plantation, Brawley School, and back to the brewery.
Love it. So it's all back roads.
And then we have a cycle group that leaves at 6, and they have 3 different pace groups. So you're a really fast group, and then you're a really slow group, and everything in between. And then the first Tuesday of every month, we do Bunko.
What is Bunko?
Bunko is we tag it, it's not your mama's game anymore.
Okay.
It was a game that's played in neighborhoods. It used to be played years ago it's probably still played, but like neighborhood women would get together. Now it's at Hoptown, we got men, we got women, we got old, we got young, and they come together. It's a dice game. You play with 3 dice. It is absolutely the easiest game to play in the world. Okay. First round, you're rolling for 1s. Second round, you're rolling for 2s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Shocking. Third round, you're rolling for 3s. And we play it for 2 hours, and we have a lot of regulars, and people love it because you're meeting new people. You can come by yourself because every single round, you have to change tables, and you're with somebody new. So you're meeting people. So it's a wonderful thing for people that are new to an area.
Yeah.
And then every Friday and Saturday, we have live music.
Doing that. We have friends that come over sometimes and we play games with them.
Oh.
Baseball.
But we it's good too to play games that like you can still have conversations during.
And that's exactly what happens.
So easy games like
totally
baseball,
like Bunko.
Yeah, Bunko, super easy.
So anything on the horizon for you guys? Because believe it or not, we have to wrap it up already.
Oh, bummer. Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Well, if you have anything you ever want to announce, you're always welcome to come sit in the chair, and I would love to talk to you for hours and hours. So
let's go have a beer together.
Yeah, definitely. I want to do that. We will definitely be in. I want to find out when you're working because we will definitely be in there.
Awesome.
Your husband now.
Oh, I'm there every Tuesday night. So
I'm
you
like
should come.
craving
Yeah.
beer right now. Like I'm craving a
I should have
beer.
brought you some. I'm so sorry.
stop.
I am a
Okay.
loser.
No
Guys,
way.
Don't forget, Hoptown Brewery, Mooresville, North Carolina. Absolutely make way there. There's no question.
Good
You will
times.
leave
Good times.
with a big smile on your face. Sandy, thank you so
Oh,
much. You
love
are
you.
so lovely.
Thank you.
Same. Seriously. What a pleasure meeting you and
Thank
talking to you. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, Tuesdays 4 to 5 on WSIC 105.9 FM radio. And of course, on all your socials. Keep coming back and we will keep bringing you the good stuff. So peace. Thanks for being here again. Sandy, thank you so much. And thanks to my Manny baby, because I don't know who we would be without the peanut gallery over there.
You're going to shut me up soon, I know.
All right. Love you guys. Bye. Thanks.